happen if in 2007, in the World Series, the Rockies took on the Cleveland Indians instead of the Boston Red Sox? Well, here we are to try and find out what could happen if that had happened in that series. I'm Skyler Timmins of Purple Row and the Sideline Crowd, here to bring you this telecast and simulation. Here to also let you know we're not affiliated with Major League Baseball, MLB The Show, or the Colorado Rockies. CC Sabathia will lead things off on the mound for Cleveland. The big left-hander, 26 years of age, a staple in that Indians rotation, helping get them to where they are now. They will be faced by Willie Taveras, who will lead things off for the Rockies. Willie Taveras, this young center fielder, recently returned from an injury in that 2007 National League Championship Series against the Arizona Diamondbacks as he watches ball one. Taveras on the year played 97 games, 320 average on the year, 33 stolen bases for the Rockies. Swings and lifts this one high to left field, but arranging over is Kenny Lofton. And there's out number one to start things off here. Let's take a look here at the starting lineup for the Rockies. Willie Taveras leading things off, followed by Kaz Matsui at second base. Left fielder Matt Holliday, followed by Todd Helton at first. Garrett Atkins at third. Brad Hopp in right. Troy Tulowitzki at short. Yorvi Torrealba catching. And Ryan Spielborg's the designated hitter in this one. Kaz Matsui now stands in against Sabathia, the pitch. Big swing and a miss, comes up empty. 0-1. Matsui, the second baseman out of Japan. 104 games for the Rockies this season. 288 average. 4 home runs. 37 RBI. 32 stolen bases for him as well, as he takes ball one. Evens the count 1-1. That one misses high, ball two. Matsui, a very strong performance in the division series against the Philadelphia Phillies in 2007. Had a grand slam in that series. Drove in 5 runs. Checks his swing, and that looked like a strike, but it misses inside from the home plate umpire. 3-1 now. Matsui is the count. Sabathia gets his sign, winds and deals. And that misses high, ball 4, so the Rockies have a man aboard here with 1 out. And that'll bring up the Championship Series MVP for the National League in Matt Holliday. You can ignore those stats on the screen here. But Holliday, very strong season. Almost MVP candidate. 340 average, 405 on base, and a 607 slugging as he takes strike one. 36 homers on the year, 137 RBI for Holliday. Runner takes out for second, the throw down, and Matsui's in there easily with the stolen base. Got him napping. Got a huge jump, and Victor Martinez not able to cut him down. And so the Rockies have a man in scoring position with 1 out here in the RBI machine. Matt Holliday, who is down now 0-2. Watches that one low on the slider. Looks like the changeup, ball 1. Matt Holliday famously scoring the winning run in game 163 against the Padres, tagging up from third. Sliding home as he watches one in, ball 2. 2-2 the count now on the big man, Matt Holliday. Probably his best season in Colorado, as this one's flared off to the right side foul, and Holliday will take the trek back to try and look at another one, try and find a pitch to drive in Matsui. That one misses outside. Ball 3. So full count now. Runner at second. Nobody with 1 out. Taveras flew out to left. Then Matsui walked. And stole second. This one's fouled off. Holiday staying alive here against Sabathia. Sabathia comes set. The payoff pitch yet again. This one's popped up. Shallow right field. Back goes Johnny Peralta to make the catch. And there's 2 away now.
The first baseman.
So that'll bring up Todd Helton, the Todd father. Number 17, I know his jersey says 16, but the game won't let him have another one. But Helton now watches the first pitch in there for a called strike one. The Todd father, another one of the staples, a strong season for Colorado. At the age of 33, played in 154 games, 320 average, 494 slugging, a 434 on base. Takes a big hack there at the fastball, 0-2. 17 home runs, 91 RBI for the veteran first baseman, 116 walks, led the Rockies by a huge margin. The next closest was Garrett Atkins with 67 in 157 games. Helton shoots this one the other way into left field. Matsui rounds third. Lofton with the throw in. Not in time. And the Rockies are on the board first here in game one. Todd Helton, typical fastball on the outside, just slaps it the other way. And with Matsui's speed, there was no chance that Kenny Lofton was going to get him at the plate. Well laid as Matsui slides in to score. And the Rockies have an early 1-0 lead, as Garrett Atkins now will stand in with a man on first. So we'll take strike one. We saw Helton do that so many times throughout his career, especially there in 2007 to linchpins. This one shot back up the middle into center field. Helton will stop at second, and it's back-to-back singles for the Rockies. As Garrett Atkins jumps on one to shoot it back up the middle. Nice piece of hitting there from Atkins. I'll bring up Brad Hopp, the right fielder. Sabathia comes set. Checks the runner at second. The pitch. Misses high. Ball one to the Hopster. Brad Hopp, another one of those linchpins. 116 RBI. Second on the team behind Helton. As he watches ball one. Sabathia having a bit of a rough time. 22 pitches so far here in this first inning with 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 to Hopp. Fouls that one off, 1-2. But Hopp, 137 strikeouts on the year. That led the team. As here's the 1-2, and that misses high. Sabathia having a little bit of trouble getting under control here. Another 2-2. Big swing and a miss. Comes up empty. And Sabathia finally gets out of the inning. But not before Todd Helton slaps one to left to drive in Kaz Matsui, and the Rockies have a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the first here in Cleveland. Jeff Francis, the left-hander, be on the mound here for the Rockies. 6'5", 220 pounds. Jeff Francis, fairly strong season, went 17-9 on the year with a 4.22 ERA, 215 innings of work. As he'll face Grady Sizemore. Goes with the changeup, misses outside, ball one. He was turned into the ace of that staff throughout the season, and had some big games, especially there in Philadelphia, where he just comes in and just stifles the Phillies. 1-1 count. Goes back to the sinker. Makes 2 balls, 1 strike on Grady Sizemore. Floats in another changeup. Misses inside, and he's behind 3-1. Asdrubal Cabrera waiting on deck. Grady Sizemore, 24 years old, played in all 162 games of the regular season. 277 average as this one's lined over to short, and Tulowitzki's there to snag it. 4 out, number 1. Take a look here at the starting lineup for the Indians. Grady Sizemore in center field, and the second baseman Asdrubal Cabrera, followed by the DH Travis Hafner, followed by the catcher Victor Martinez, Ryan Garco the first baseman, the shortstop Johnny Peralta, Kenny Lofton in left, Franklin Gutierrez in right, and Casey Blake, the third baseman, batting ninth. Asdrubal Cabrera, the switch hitter, puts a charge in this one deep into left field. This one's off the top of the wall. Bounces over Taveras, who handles it, fires it back in, but it's a towering double for Asdrubal Cabrera. First pitch he sees, blast one about 2 inches from getting out of here. Jeff Francis lucking out there as now there's a man at second with 1 out. Travis Hafner up to the plate. As he'll watch one outside, ball 1. Travis Hafner, the DH for the Indians. 115 strikeouts on the year. Drove in an even 100. 24 home runs on the season for the Indians. Hit into 15 double plays there in 2007 as he's well ahead here in the count, 3-0. Jeff Francis battling his command a little bit here. He's fallen behind early and often here in this first look at the Indians. The 3-0 fires, and this one's lined into right field, hops up with it. Cabrera around third. He's going to score easily. And quickly the Indians answer back with an RBI single for Travis Hafner. We're tied back up at 1. Just hustling in there, and just like Helton, Hafner just fires it the other way through the hole to score Cabrera. Victor Martinez, the switch hitting catcher, up to the plate now. He just misses with the sinker there for ball 1. Well, Victor Martinez, as we know, had a fairly strong career over especially a lot of time with the Detroit Tigers. Ball misses high, 2-0. Back in 2007, however, Victor Martinez, at 28 years old, had 25 homers, 114 RBI, slugging .505 with a .301 average. As he drops the changeup in there for strike 1. 2-1 the count now. 2-1 the count now on Victor Martinez. As Francis will come set. The 2-1 runner takes off for second. The hit and run was on, and that one's fouled away. Evens the count at 2-2. Hafner will have to stay put at first. Here's another 2-2. This one's shot the other way on the sinker. Victor Martinez continues to battle. The 2-2 pitch. Got him! Called strike 3. Froze him with the changeup on the inside corner. Martinez didn't like it. But perfect placement and frame job there by Torey Alba. And Martinez gets rung up right across at the knees. Catches that inside corner of the plate. Just a beautiful pitch, and Francis has got himself 2 outs now with a man at first and Ryan Garco at the plate. Garco, the first baseman. Changeup misses outside, ball 1. Ryan Garko played in 138 games in 2007. Had a .289 average, .359 on base, .483 slugging. As he shoots this one into right field, that's going to be extra bases. Hop giving chase. He'll grab it off the bounce on the wall. Hafner, who doesn't run well, will stop at third. And it's a 2-out double for Ryan Garko. And there's now men at second and third now. With 2 outs. And Johnny Peralta, the shortstop. Now up to the plate. Big chance to give his team the lead here. Here's the first pitch to Peralta. Big swing and a miss, chasing. There at the sinker, 0-1. Francis gets ahead. That's something he's struggled with so far. That one's in the dirt. No movement, good block there by Torrealba. Evens the count at 1. Well, Johnny Peralta, he played in 152 games on the season. This one's bounced deep in the hole, gets through for a base hit. Hafner will score. Garko will stop at third, and it's an RBI single for Johnny Peralta. And just like that, the Indians answer back, and they take the lead here in the bottom of the first. Pitch on the outside, goes with it the other way, and just dribbles it past Kaz Matsui. And to right for the RBI single, so that'll bring up Kenny Lofton. And he'll swing at the first pitch he sees, a lazy fly ball out to center. Taveras is there to make the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Indians, they answer back. The Indians answer back, and they take a 2-1 lead as we head to the top of the second. Troy Tulowitzki, the rookie, will lead things off. Tulowitzki in that Rookie of the Year conversation there in 2007. Ultimately lost, I believe, to Ryan Braun. And that one misses outside, 2-0. To Tulowitzki. Swinging it deep into the hole or short. Peralta's got it. Fires on to first. And there's out number 1. The old 6-3, double 6-3. For out number 1. Take a look here at the defense. Defense for the Rockies in left field, Matt Holliday. Center field, Willie Taveras. Right field, Brad Hopp. And on the infield from left to right, Atkins, Tulowitzki, Matsui, Helton with Torrealba behind the dish. 0-1 on Torrealba, and I just realized I did the Rockies defense. So you watch this strike 2, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. We have Kenny Lofton in left, Grady Sizemore in center. Diaz in right. Has a big swing and a miss. Gets Torrealba swinging through the slider. And there's now 2 away now for the designated hitter, Ryan Spilborghs. Now in the infield, Casey Blake, Johnny Peralta, Stribble Cabrera, and Ryan Garko with Victor Martinez behind the dish for the Indians. Spilborghs will take strike 1. And Spilly, strong season. He and Corey Sullivan really carried that outfield in that platoon in center field in the absence of Willie Taveras. As the two of them really stepped up in their young careers to really anchor down that center field spot and played a big part in helping this team get to where they are now, especially during that run as this one's bounced to third. Blake's got it, fires to first on the line. And that will retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for CC Sabathia. We head to the bottom of the second. Indians lead at 2-1. as Franklin Gutierrez will lead things off. Franklin Gutierrez watches that change up. A curveball in there for ball one. Misses there. 2 balls, no strikes. Francis at 24 pitches has really shown a lack of command here in this first game as he gets one in there for strike one. Bottom of the second, Cleveland leads 2-1. Had 4 hits there in the first inning. This one's bounced to short. Easy play for Tulowitzki, who backhands, fires to first for out number 1. That's exactly what he needed. So we'll give you another look there at that Rockies defense. Fairly strong defense for this team. The Rockies always pride themselves on it. Here's the first pitch to the third baseman, Casey Blake. Takes a called strike one. As a whole, the best defensive team in the National League. A .989 fielding percentage. Turn a lot of double plays, save a lot of runs. He was having a bad day as Blake swings through that changeup. So 3 pitches there from Francis.
The batter, the center fielder,
Gets him swinging for out number 2. So Francis trying to replicate what CC Sabathia did in the top of the second, have himself a 1-2-3 inning. Grady Sizemore. Line out in the first. Over to the shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki, on a 3-1 pitch. He's quickly behind here, 0-1. To Francis. Tries to drop that curveball in there. Just misses outside. Ball 1. Nice movement on it. Can't quite do it. And another big swing and a miss on that sinker. It's like Francis finding a bit of a groove here. Finally getting some swing and misses out of these Cleveland batters as that sinker misses inside. Ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Payoff to Sizemore. Lays off that pitch outside, runs the count full. Good take there by Sizemore. But at a young age has proven he was very good at controlling the zone as he fouls that one off. Keep the count full. Francis, payoff pitch, the delivery. Shot the other way, foul. And we'll do another one here. Called strike 3 at the knees. Froze him with the sinker. And Francis gets his second strikeout, or his third strikeout of the game, and we head to the top of the third. Rockies still trailing 2-1 here in Game 1 of this World Series What If. Willie Taveras will lead things off here in the third. Fly out to left his first time up. And he'll watch called strike there on the fastball at 95 miles an hour. Here's the 0-1 to Taveras. Shot over to first. Garco picks it up. He'll take it to the bag himself for out number 1. So 1 unassisted. I'll bring up Kaz Matsui. Matsui walked in the first inning, stole second, and then scored on the Todd Helton single to give the Rockies an early 1-0 lead. Looking to repeat something here as he checks his swing, holds up, ball one. CC Sabathia playing for the Indians, originally drafted. Played the first 7 years of his 7.5 seasons of his career with the Indians. As Matsui flares one out to second, just over the head of Asdrubal Cabrera. And Matsui with a 1-out single. Ball up in the zone, and Matsui shoots it the other way to flare it out. So man at first for Matt Holliday with 1 out. Throw over to first. Matsui's back easily, trying to keep an eye on him. Sabathia, another throw over to first. Goes on to win the Cy Young Award here in 2007. He was a 2001 AL Rookie of the Year. Ball's in there for a called strike. And then later was traded in 2008 over to the Milwaukee Brewers. Pitch out, nothing doing here. 1-1. And then he signed that big deal with the Yankees. 7-year deal, $161 million with the Yankees, where he would ultimately play out the rest of his career. Big lead there by Matsui. And Sabathia forces him to head back. 1-1 pitch to Holliday. Slide step in there for a called strike. 1-2 the count. Runner takes off. Holliday swinging at the fastball in the outside corner. Fouls it away. Do it again. Well, Sabathia, a big athlete out there in Vallejo, California. Holliday holds up there. Played baseball, basketball, football. And in 2000, and then as a teenager, playing summer baseball in the Major League Baseball youth program, Reviving Baseball in Inner Cities, so RBI, in the RBI program. Definitely played a big influence, and that's something that Sabathia even works with now in the Players Alliance, helping kids in the inner cities. As Holliday lofts this one out to deep center field, Sizemore's there to make the catch, and Sabathia wins that battle. There's now 2 away here. I'll bring up Todd Helton. First time up, RBI single to left field. Put the Rockies on the board. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Matsui's at first. He's singled. Called strike there. Sabathia then was excelled in baseball. Went 6-0, had a .77 ERA and 82 strikeouts in 45 2/3 innings during his senior year. He was one of the top high school prospects in Northern California. He's also excelled in football and else. Had a letter of intent. Played baseball and football at the University of Hawaii before ultimately deciding to stick with baseball. He was drafted by the Indians as that one's fouled away. Helton 1-2 the count. Drafted by the Indians in 20th overall pick in the first round of the 1988 draft, and this one's going to drop into right field for a base hit. Gutierrez not able to pick it up, and Helton lucks out there, ball up and away, and he just gets the bat head to it to drop it into right field for a base hit. So 2 outs, runners on first and second. Garrett Atkins up to the plate. Singled his first time up. So watch ball 1. So Sabathia, a long storied career. Not sure if he'll ever make it to the Hall of Fame. But he's definitely had a very Hall of Fame worthy type of career. Especially all that time he spent with the Yankees, helping them go to the playoffs and everything. Even into his veteran years before he retired, ended up being, throwing out some very strong outings before ultimately his career was ended last season, basically by dislocating his shoulder. Atkins hits this one into the gap. That's going to be extra bases. Matsui will score easily. Helton headed to third. He'll take a turn, and he'll get the green light. The throw home, not in time as the throw's well offline, and a 2-run double for Garrett Atkins. And the Rockies take back the lead. Put his head down and just shoots it the other way into the gap. And so a 2-out base hit. And the Rockies take back the lead with Brad Hopp now up to the plate. Struck out his first time up. Gets a piece of that one and fouls it off. But Sabathia just part of that group. He was so successful here with Cleveland. But then Cleveland sort of just fell by the wayside, started to wane in years. And deciding that they weren't going to be able to re-sign him, traded him over to the Milwaukee Brewers in 2008. So this was pretty much like the last ride he had with the Indians. It was the first postseason appearance since his rookie season. So after 6 or so years, as Hopp chases that one, got him with a slider for out number 3. The Rockies take back the lead off the 2-run double by Garrett Atkins. We head to the bottom of the third. Cleveland looking to answer back.
Leading off for the Indians, the second baseman.
Asdrubal Cabrera, towering double his first time up. The left center field. He'd come around to score. Pitch misses low, ball 1. The 1-0 to Cabrera. Puts a charge on that one, but just a bit in front of it. Fouls it off. Well, let's talk a little bit about our good friend here, Jeff Francis. Asdrubal Cabrera now ahead in the count, 2-1. One bouncer over to first. Helton will take it to the bag himself. One unassisted. Round number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Bring up Travis Hafner. RBI single. His first time up. Jeff Francis, the lefty out of Canada and of British Columbia. Drafted by the Rockies in 2002. He was the 9th pick overall in the first round. At the time, they were drafted higher than any other Canadian baseball players to that time. So it was just a phenomenal story there for Jeff Francis, where this one's line shot into center field, and Hafner's got himself another single. 1 man aboard with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Victor Martinez, struck out looking his first time up. Jeff Francis, was a rising star for the Rockies. 2004, named the Minor League Player of the Year by Baseball America and USA Today. Was the first player in Rockies organizational history to win either of those awards. This one's fouled away. Got away with that one, left it over the middle of the plate. And he was just the fourth player to be honored in the same season by both those publications. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. And Francis is ahead 0-2 on Victor Martinez. This is low. So there in 2004, and then in 2004 between AA Tulsa and AAA Colorado Springs, Francis went 16-3 with a 2.21 ERA, had a 194 average against in 24 starts. He had struck out 196 batters in 154 2/3 innings of work. This one's lined into right field. That'll drop for a base hit. Throw comes all the way to third. But back-to-back singles now for the Indians. They've got something cooking here against Jeff Francis. That's going to bring up Ryan Garco. 2 men aboard, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third, Rockies lead 3-2. Garco doubled in the first. And he watches called strike at the knees on the changeup. So Francis was just that rising star, made his debut in 2004 eventually. Continuing a trend, he struggled against the Braves in that 2004 start. Ultimately ending that season 3-2 with a 5.16 ERA. Still had a lot to show, and that's kind of something we've noticed throughout the years, especially for the Rockies, those rookie pitchers. A lot of the time, some of them have some really rough starts despite how much success they have at the minor league level. 2-1 pitch to Garco, misses low. 3-1 the count. But then really started to cement himself there in 2005 and 2006. Fouls that one off. Count remains full. But 2007 was really his career year. Had 17 wins. And a called strike 3 at the knees. Dropped the changeup in there. That's his third strikeout looking. Freezes Garco right at the knees. There's 2 away now. And big spot here now. Johnny Peralta up to the plate. 2 men aboard. Rockies with a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the third. Peralta an RBI single his first time up. Pitch from Francis. Drops it in there for a called strike 1. But he had over 200 innings for the first time in his career. Had those 17 wins. Just turned into the ace of that staff with all that success. And Francis never dazzled throughout his career. As right after that 2007 season, he really started to struggle with injuries. But ultimately left. Had his career with the Royals, the Reds, and came back to the Rockies in 2012, 2013. As that one's sent into center field for a base hit. Johnny Peralta strikes again as Travis Hafner scores and ties this ball game up. As we'll come out here to discuss with Jeff Francis. 3-3 the score. Kenny Lofton up to the plate. Fly out his first time up. Watches called strike 1. ...2012, 2013, spent time with the Rockies again. Ultimately retired in 2015 after trying to spend time with the Blue Jays. Didn't last long, though. And a nice flip over to second to get the out. Beautiful play there by Tulowitzki. And the Rockies get out of it without any further damage. The 6-4 putout. We're tied at 3 here. So we head to the top of the 4th. Skip over this Heidi Watney thing if I can. Nice slick play there by Troy Tulowitzki.
The shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki.
Well, so far this game has been going much better than it actually did in 2007 in Game 1.
0-1.
As the Boston Red Sox just jumped on Jeff Francis. Chased him from that game way early. And just a masterful class of domination by the Red Sox in that series. Tulowitzki shoots this one into center field. That'll be a base hit. And the Rockies have the leadoff man aboard here in the top of the 4th. And a tie ball game. I'll bring up Yorvi Torrealba, the strikeout victim, his first time up. This one shot into left field. That's a base hit. Torrealba jumps on the first pitch he sees. Ball gets away from Blake a little, but nobody moving up. So back-to-back singles here by the Rockies. They've got something cooking here. Called strike there on Spilly. Spilborgs, now a current day broadcaster for the Colorado Rockies, AT&T Sportsnet, bounces this one just foul down the line. He's in a hole here, 0-2. But I think what I love about Spilly so much was just that fun-loving nature that he has. As this one's line stopped by a diving Peralta. No play as everybody's safe. Johnny Peralta, that's going to go as a single. Knocked down by Peralta. Definitely saved a run there. But he tries to flip it to second for the play, but Torrealba hustling gets in there, so the bases are loaded. Nobody out for Willie Taveras. Watches ball one. Bases full of Rockies now. Here's the 1-0. This one's over to third. They come home with it. They get the out there. Throw on to first. Double play. Well, that's not what the Rockies wanted, especially Willie Taveras. Despite his speed, he hits into the 5-2-3 double play. So 2 men aboard, 2 outs though. Tulowitzki out at the plate. And Taveras out at first. Torrealba now at third. And Spilborgs at second. Now Kaz Matsui though, they have some luck there. 1 for 1, had a singles last time up. He's come around to score both times. Fouls that one off. 1-2 the count on Matsui. The pitch. Big swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball. And CC Sabathia averts danger Rockies had the bases loaded. Had 3 straight singles and then the double play that Taveras hits into, and the strikeout by Matsui keeps this game tied at 3. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Now as Franklin Gutierrez will lead things off.
The right fielder, Franklin Gutierrez.
Gutierrez 0 for 1. Ground out victim his first time up. He'll watch change up, down and away, ball 1. Another one well outside, 2-0. Well, that's a struggle that Francis has been having in this game, just lack of command and throwing strikes. He's been able to tightrope walk his way out as this one's lofted out to right. Hop giving chase. Makes the catch for an easy out, number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Well, according to this comparison, Jeff Francis not exactly lighting up the radars. 89 miles an hour compared to CC Sabathia at 96. A lot of that is compared since Francis has mostly been throwing sinkers, changeups, and curveballs in this one. And Sabathia is able to reach back and fire the fastball in. Casey Blake, the future Rocky, didn't last long, but he'll watch ball 1. Again, the sinker misses down and low. Fouls that one off. 1-1 the count on Casey Blake. That one misses down and away. But I remember in 2007, Jeff Francis just so dominant there on the mound. The most unlikely of places is Matsui gets a grounder, fires to first, and there's 2 away now. Bring up Grady Sizemore at the top of the lineup again. 0 for 2. Strikeout and a lineout for Sizemore. Francis has managed to keep him off the base paths. But Francis was never going to dazzle you, but he just had such strong command and movement on his pitches that really in that 2007 season, he was just so effective. And especially when that team and that lineup and offense was firing on all cylinders, it made it really easy on a lot of those pitchers to find success. And that's why Francis was able to get those 17 wins. Among one of the best seasons in Rockies history. So he's behind 2-1 on Sizemore. Chases that sinker, gets a piece of it to foul it off. 73 pitches here for Francis. So we could be looking at his final inning of work here. Or he may come out for another. We never know. This one's sent out to left. Holiday comes in, makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning. Francis gets us through the 4th. We head to the 5th. Still tied at 3. Heart of the order due up for the Rockies. Matt Holiday will stand in. 0 for 2. Popped it up in his first at bat to second base. And then a fly out to center field in the 3rd. CC Sabathia at 69 pitches. Winds and deals and pulls the string on him, 0-1. Matt Holiday. Big man in the Oklahoma area. Launches ball 1. Rips this one into left field. That's going to bang up against the wall. We'll see if he has extra bases. Lofton got to it pretty quick, and that wall's kind of short out there in left. So it's a leadoff single for Matt Holliday. Got himself his first hit. Fastball inside, and he just turns on it. Big tree trunk arms and just sheer muscle. Shoots it into left. So I'll bring up Todd Helton. 2 for 2, a pair of singles. Runner takes off for second. The call, strike at the knees. Not in time. Holliday swipes second base. Didn't expect him to run, but he does. And the Rockies have a man in scoring position. Scoring position, 0-1 on Helton. Called strike at the knees. And this one shot the other way, and that one's going to go foul. 0-2 on the future Hall of Famer. Now, Todd Helton was beginning to decline at this point in his career, but still, 2007. Now, he didn't have the same pop and everything that he had in the past, but still nice, strong, consistent hitter. Put up plenty of runs, plenty of hits. While he did deal with some injuries that limited him a bit, he's still the best option you want in that lineup. Bouncer on the infield. Sabathia will cover the bag. Meanwhile, Holliday moves up to third.
Up next for Colorado, the third baseman.
There's one away now. But a much better RBI opportunity for Garrett Atkins. 2-run double his last time up. Gave the Rockies a 3-2 lead at the time. Back in the third inning. That misses. Ball 1. Looked like it was a strike, but umpire calls it a ball. And he rips this one to third, snagged by Casey Blake. Big play there, as now there are 2 outs. He can't hit one much harder than that, but line shot right at the third baseman, Casey Blake. Holliday will have to stay put at third. And now it's up to Brad Hopp here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. As the Hopster trying to get a base hit here somewhere, give the Rockies the lead. Sabathia winds and deals. And his 80th pitch of the game is in for a called strike. That misses. Ball 1. So I have to correct myself. Helton didn't miss much time in 2007. Played in 154 games. And the times that he didn't, a lot of it was filled up by Garrett Atkins at first. Was able to fill in nicely, but for the majority of that 2007 season, you had Helton out there. Putting up a strong season. 2-2 the count on Hop. Trying to put something in play here. But Helton just that mainstay, Todd and the Toddlers. Hop fights one off. Just that sheer durability. And like I said, he wasn't going to be putting up the big power numbers. But he did put up the same that you expected as Hop chases the slider down and away for out number 3 and his third strikeout of the game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Score still tied at 3 as they strand Holliday at third.
Leading off for the Indians, the second baseman, number 13.
So Asdrubal Cabrera will lead off for the Indians here in the top of the 5th. He'll chase that curveball outside for strike number 1. Pops one up. Ranging over is Matsui. He'll make the catch right in front of Hop. And there's quickly 1 out here in the 5th.
The designated hitter, Travis Hafner.
I'll bring up the big, dangerous man, Travis Hafner. 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, but he's come around to score both times. as he'll loft this one out to left field. Holiday moves back a few steps. He'll make the catch, and it's quickly 1 pitch, 2 outs now. As Francis, quite efficient here. Victor Martinez 1 for 2, a single back in the third. That was the same with Todd Helton. 42 doubles on the year. That's exactly what you'd expect out of him. And yeah, he had the 17 home runs, but Helton was never really focused more on hitting home runs. It was mostly just extra base hits in general. This one's blasted out to left field, but not too much. Holiday's there to make the catch, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Jeff Francis. Nice and efficient. We head to the 6th, still tied at 3. Bottom of the order due up for the Rockies. CC Sabathia still out there for the Indians. You've got to expect he doesn't have too much of a leash left, but again, in this scenario, you never know. Here's the first pitch to Tulowitzki, misses high, ball 1. Tulowitzki singles last time up. Managed, he was thrown out at home. Part of the double play. He's ahead here 2-0. Lifts this one out to right field. Gutierrez is there. He'll make the catch. And Tulowitzki's quickly retired.
The batter, number 8.
Bring up Torrealba. He singled his last time up. 1 for 2. Single back in the 4th. A couple of arms loosening up down in the Indians' bullpen. Torrealba, the catcher. As far as catchers go, Torrealba, in my opinion, one of the best in Rockies history as he rolls one over to third. Blake fires to first. 2 down. But Torrealba was such a spark plug for that team in 2007, both the pitching staff and just the lineup in general. And it was nice to see when Torrealba came back in about 2012 or 2013 or so. In that time frame, the team was struggling in general, and they were able to bring Torrealba back for another stint, and just to have his influence there. You can still feel his influence nowadays as his son is in the organization. One of the top minor league players of the year. Had one of those honors here in 2021. Here's the 0-1 to Spilborghs. RBI or base hit his last time up, excuse me. Had the infield single reached as Estrubal Cabrera and Johnny Peralta were not able to connect for the out. Here's the 0-2 to Spilly. This is low, ball 1.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And a big swing and a miss. Got him with the slider. And CC Sabathia answers back with a 1-2-3 inning of his own in the 6th. Nothing doing for the Rockies. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th, still tied at 3. As Ryan Garco will lead things off for the Indians.
Ryan Garco.
I'll tell you, this has been a fabulous game so far as this one's lined into right field for a leadoff single. Garco's aboard with his second hit of the game. Quick recap. Rockies took a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but then quickly the Indians took back the lead, scoring 2 runs in the first. And the Rockies would score 2 more. Would score 2 more in the third to take back the lead. 3-2, and then there in the bottom of the third, Travis Hafner would score again. It's tie the game at 3, and that's where we've stood so far. Both pitchers just battling. Johnny Peralta takes this. The Troy Hawkins and Jeremy Affeld warming up down in the Rockies bullpen. Like I said, both these starters up over 80 pitches now, but have both just pitched phenomenally so far. Battling back and forth. As Peralta's down 0-2. Bouncer in front of the mound. Only play will be to first. And they'll get the out there. So it'll work as a sacrifice, more or less. But Peralta's retired. There's one away with a man in scoring position for Kenny Lofton. Kenny Lofton, the final year of his career here in 2007. It's the outfielder. Francis shakes off the sign, checks the runner at second. Kicks and deals. Just misses the call at the knees. 1-0. Pitch misses inside. 2-0. Well, I don't remember much. 2007 season happened when I was in 6th grade. Or 5th and 6th grade or so. I didn't really pay much attention, mostly because we didn't have access, to the cable to watch Rockies baseball on TV. We didn't have it. But during the run, and specifically during the playoffs, I remember my dad, we got cable again so that we could watch the playoff run and everything. But specifically, I remember in 2007, during the game that really kicked off the run with Todd Helton's 2-run walk-off homer, I remember laying in bed as this one's grounded to short. Just got him at first. Bang, bang play at first, but Tulowitzki manages to get Lofton. Runner stays put at second. There are 2 away now. Franklin Gutierrez 0 for 2, fly out and a ground out. But I was laying in bed listening to that game on the radio, and I just remember listening to Todd Helton's home run and just being ecstatic as quietly as I could because I was supposed to be asleep there in bed, and just cheering there in bed listening to that game and just that phenomenal hit and what it meant. This one's hit out deep to center field, back to the wall, and this one is gone. Franklin Gutierrez with a 2-run shot to center field. And that gives the Indians a 5-3 lead here in game number 1. 412 feet off the bat. Left a pitch right over the heart of the plate, and Gutierrez finally squared one up. 101 off the bat. And that'll finally do it for Jeff Francis. So Francis will go 6 5 2/3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies.
LaTroy Hawkins will come into pitch. I don't believe that's his age at the time. He was more in his late 20s. But LaTroy Hawkins, the big right-hander, will now come in with 2 outs. Bases cleared for Casey Blake, who's 0 for 2. And this one's lined into center field, the first pitch he sees, so Blake's aboard.
The center fielder, number 24, Brady Sizemore.
Called strike on Sizemore, 0 for 3. Final line here on Jeff Francis. 5 2/3 innings, Allows 5 runs on 9 hits. No walks, 4 strikeouts for the left-hander. And he scattered so many of those hits. Oh, 2 from Hawkins, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Got him looking. But Franklin Gutierrez blasts one out to deep left field for a 2-run shot, and the Indians now have a 5-3 lead as we head to the 7th. So Willie Taveras 0 for 3, the leadoff man. CC Sabathia is still out there at 93 pitches. First pitch in there for a called strike. You have to think that Sabathia's leash, as soon as he gives up a hit, he's out of there. That one kicks away. 1-1. Taveras, very speedy at the top of the lineup. Was the prototype for really a lot of what the Rockies have missed out in center field in the current day. Just a nice, speedy, strong defender out there to patrol center field, especially at Coors Field. 2-1 to Taveras. Checks his swing, but it's called strike anyway. Evens the count at 2-2. Rockies still trying to find some more production out of this lineup. 2-2 pitch to Taveras. Checks his swing, goes down to first. He did not go. Runs the count full. Payoff pitch to Taveras. Shoots this one into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Lofton will fire it back in. But it's a leadoff single for Willie Taveras. Exactly what the Rockies needed here. 10 hits allowed by Sabathia tonight. 1 walk, 6 Ks. 3 earned runs in 6 innings of work so far. And looks like that's going to do it for Sabathia, as they're going to go ahead and go to the bullpen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
So Keith Folk,
Number 29, Keith Folk.
Keith Folk will come in and he will face Kaz Matsui, the switch hitter. Matsui, 1 for 2, single and a pair of runs. He's got a walk in this one. Well, I'll be honest, Keith Folk might have been a mistake on this roster, but regardless. Fire over to first. Pitch out, nothing doing. This one's lofted out to left field. Back goes Lofton. He'll make the catch. 1-0. Well, I'll be honest, folks. Keith Folk should not be on this roster, but we'll take what we can at this moment. We'll try and fix it through the series. Matt Holliday. Now in, 1 out. Runner at first. Slide step, pitch out, nothing doing. That pitch misses high with the fastball.
2 balls, no
From what I can tell, Keith Folk never played for Cleveland. I don't know why he's on this roster. They might have meant Aaron Fultz. Can't quite designate who this roster was, who created it. They did a fabulous job with these rosters, but still mistakes. Runner takes off for second. Throw down well late as Willie Tavares is in there. Third stolen base for the Rockies tonight. Big swing and a miss. Got him with the slider. And Holiday is retired. So 2 outs now. Runner at second. And that's going to bring up the Todd father, Todd Helton. Helton 3 unassisted his last time up. Back in the fifth, Rockies trail 5-3 after the Franklin Gutierrez home run. Bouncer to the mound, gets past the pitcher. The transition gets him at first. So Asdrubal Cabrera comes in, makes the play. And that'll do it here. Is seventh inning stretch, 5-3. Cleveland leads it, 10 hits apiece. Rockies trying to stay in this thing.
Leading off for the Indians, the second baseman, number 13.
Pitch misses high, ball one to Asdrubal Cabrera. 2-0 now from LaTroy Hawkins. He was such a staple in that bullpen for the Rockies. During that 2007 run, Brian Fuentes, Manny Corpus. Some guys that really helped lock down the back end of that bullpen. He's behind 3-0 to Cabrera. Travis Hafner waits on deck. 3-0 to Cabrera. Misses down and in, ball 4. So Cabrera walks on 4 straight pitches. That'll bring up Travis Hafner. Hafner 2 for 3. Pair of singles and a run scored. A pair of runs scored and an RBI. Bottom of the 7th. Cabrera now at first for the Indians. Here's the pitch. And he said he went around. Strike one. Travis Hafner, that DH, just such another one of those scary offensive prowess there in 2007. As during that middle age of baseball, there was a lot of scary hitters throughout the league. That misses inside. 2-1. Notably, you had Barry Bonds in San Francisco. Had Matt Holliday. Guys like Ryan Howard. Ball misses low. 3-1. But I'll tell you, there's nothing more fun, no matter who you are. It's always fun to see just these big, scary hitters who can just launch baseballs all over the park. Rockies have done a good job of limiting some of the big hits, these extra bases, but the one that mattered is that pitch misses outside, so back-to-back walks issued by LaTroy Hawkins, and he's getting himself in some trouble. 2-men aboard, nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Rockies trail by 2. Victor Martinez, the switch-hitting catcher, up to the plate. And it's in these moments he needs a ground ball here. Fire a strike at the bottom of the zone, get a strike. Throws one up in the zone for a called strike one. 96 miles an hour on that fastball. But in this moment right here, LaTroy Hawkins has got to find a way to get Martinez to roll one over. Turn a quick double play. This is outside, 1-1. In these situations, typically for me, my philosophy is you want to pound that bottom of the zone. Try and get a guy to roll one over. Double play is a pitcher's best friend. The 1-1. And it's just what the doctor ordered. They're going to go to second. The return throw to first. Not in time. So they get one out. Matsui had to range over a bit. Hafner out at second. Meanwhile, Cabrera moves up to third. Nice play there by Matsui. Tulowitzki just not able to develop fast enough. And Martinez will reach on the fielder's choice. So one away. One away here for Ryan Garko. Base hit, came around to score his last time up. He's 2 for 3 with a double. See if LaTroy Hawkins can get another one here. Fire a changeup or curveball at the bottom of the zone and see if he rolls over. Offers at him. It's called strike anyway. 0-1. Troy Hawkins came back to the Rockies around that 2014 or so season. Saws off the bat. The only play will be to first. The run scores. So Cabrera will score. Chalk that up as an RBI. Or a fielder's choice for Garko. Martinez moves up to second. There's 2 outs now. Rockies trail by 3 as Johnny Peralta swings at the first pitch, fouls it off. Just a bit of bad luck there by LaTroy Hawkins. Gets a pair of ground balls, but breaks the bat of Ryan Garko. Didn't have much of an opportunity. This one's lifted out to right field. Hops there to make the catch, and that'll retire the side. But they squeeze a run across after a pair of walks in the inning. Pair of walks and some fielder's choices.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Indians, number 53.
Rafael Perez will come into pitch now for the Indians.
Leading off for Colorado, the third baseman, Garrett Atkins.
Garrett Atkins will come in, 2 for 3, double and a single and a pair of runs. He'll face the lefty Rafael Perez. 25-year-old went 1-3 in the regular season. At a 1.78 ERA. So he gets strike one. 60 innings of work on the season. 62 strikeouts against 15 walks, and Atkins is quickly in the hole 0-2 here in the top of the 8th. Rockies trail 6-3. Big swing and a miss, and 3 pitches is all it takes to get Garrett Atkins.
Up next for Colorado, the right fielder.
Rockies running out of chances now. Bring up Brad Hopp, trying to avoid the golden sombrero. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts thus far. And a called strike to the knees in the left-on-left matchup. Here's the 0-1. And this is low, ball 1. Now it's just interesting to see, no matter what the time period, well, you can learn a lot from the Rockies by looking at how the teams have performed in the past and the makeup of the guys on the rosters. No, in this game, the Rockies have struggled mightily with the strikeout. Big swing and a miss, and Hopp strikes out for the 4th time on the 4th same pitch. And the slider down and away, and he chases. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Perez. Now it's up to Troy Tulowitzki to try and get something started here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. In the top of the 8th, and Rockies trailing. 1 for 3 for Tulo. Single back in the fourth. Fastball misses inside, ball 1. Tulowitzki, look at what he became, but it really started there in that 2007 season. Just that spark plug, gold glove caliber defense, a developing bat as this one's hit to second. Cabrera's got it. Throw in the dirt, but Garco digs it out. And it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Perez. Rockies trail 6-3 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Lofton, Gutierrez, and Blake due up.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Colorado, number 23,
Ryan Spear. Ryan Spire, the little
leading off for the Indians, the left fielder, Kenny Lofton.
This is outside. Spire. A right-hander. Had some strong years with the Rockies. Grounder to short. Tulowitzki's got it. Dug out there by Helton at first, and there's one away.
Up next for Cleveland, the right fielder, Franklin.
Bring up Franklin Gutierrez. Well, he's got a lone hit, but it's the difference maker in this one. A 2-run shot back in the 6th off of Jeff Francis. Gave the Indians a 5-3 lead at the time. Spire gets ahead here, 0-1. I'm set here, and the Rockies' offense has just struggled quite a bit since the the third inning. Fourth inning, they had a golden opportunity with the bases loaded, nobody out, but then Willie Taveras hit into a double play. Prevent a run from scoring as Atkins will fire across the diamond. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Bring up Casey Blake. Since then, they've only had 2 other base runners. Matt Holliday had a single, and Willie Taveras had a single between the 5th and the 7th, so they haven't had much of anything. Since that 4th inning, they've struck out 5 times. Had a lot of ground balls and fly balls. 2-0 to Casey Blake. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Grounder up the middle. Tulowitzki can't get to it, and that'll go as a base hit. So that'll turn the lineup over to Grady Sizemore, and 2-out single for Casey Blake. Down in the zone, just beats it into the dirt, but Tulowitzki not able to range over and get it. So man aboard, 2 outs. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. But then on the other hand, the Indians, aside from about 2 innings, they've had at least a hit in pretty much every inning save 3. And it's paid off. They've gotten some timely hitting and nice simple hits. And like I said, the big one was that was the Franklin Gutierrez 2-run shot in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 the count on Sizemore. Fouls one off, evens it at 2. Ryan Spire comes set, checks the runner at first. Delivers to the plate. Bouncer to short. They'll go the short way to second. That'll retire the side. So 1 hit. Man left aboard here in the bottom of the 8th. Rockies' final chance. We head to the top of the 9th. Rafael Betancourt will come in to close this one out. Betancourt mostly a setup man in 2007. 79 in the third innings, led the bullpen for the Indians. They have 3 saves on the year, as Joe Borowski was the primary closer. So he gets ahead of Yorvi Torrealba, 0-1. Betancourt, future Rocky closer, had quite a few strong years in Colorado. Getting a taste of him here in 2007. Ball misses outside. Called strike the knees, drops that the splitter on him. He's ahead 1-2. The 1-2 to Torrealba. Lays off inside, evens the count at 2. Torrealba showing some patience here. 1 for 3, base hit back in the 4th. Shoots this one foul, got a piece of it. Staying alive here. Well, we'll see if they can find some chance to rally here. The 2-2. Slow roller to second. Cabrera ranges over and picks it up. Tosses over to first for out number 1. 1 down here in game 1 of this World Series. What if? Ryan Spilborgh's now the DH. We'll stand in. Spilly, 1 for 3. Strikeout and a ground out. He also had a single. And a called strike on the outside corner. Spilly trying to get something going. Try and turn it over to the top of that lineup, which could have a better chance of getting some started, but he's quickly behind 0-2. As Betancourt drops in that slider on the inside corner. That backdoor action. The 0-2 to Spilly. Shooting for that low outside corner, but just misses with a fastball. Spilly keeping alive. Here's the 1-2 to Spilly. Flares this one out into right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. So Ryan Spilborghs with a 1-out single. Just what the Rockies needed. They have a man aboard for Willy Taveras. Willy Taveras a single back in the 7th. Stranded at second. Watches ball 1 outside. Well, these are those tense moments. Top of the 9th. 1 out. They trail by 3. Spilborgh's not going to attempt to steal, most likely. You don't want to give out any outs away. Fights off the pitch on the inside half. 1-1. Fans in Cleveland on their feet. Here's the 1-1. Misses well outside with that slider. And Taveras is ahead 2-1. Betancourt looks in. 2-1 pitch. And he fights this one off. Foul territory, just enough for Garco to run it down. Only had to take a few steps, and so he pops out to first, and that is not what they wanted. 2 outs now for Kaz Matsui. 1 for 3, a single and a pair of runs scored. And a single back in the 1st, came around to score. Single back in the 3rd, came around to score. Excuse me, he walked in the 1st. Popped him up. Left side. Casey Blake makes the catch. And the Indians take game 1. Just a masterful job there of pitching by the Indians, especially by the bullpen. But CC Sabathia goes 6 innings, scatters 10 hits, allows 3 runs on walks 1, strikes out 6. But he beats out Jeff Francis, who takes the loss. Went 5 2/3, 9 hits allowed, 5 runs, only 4 strikeouts. It's Cleveland with 11 hits. Rafael Betancourt with the save. After the 3rd inning, Rockies just couldn't get anything going. As here's our player of the game, Franklin Gutierrez, went 1 for 4. That 2-run shot in the bottom of the 6th just was the nail in the coffin. Made all the difference. Notables for Colorado, Garrett Atkins with 2 for 4, the double and a pair of runs driven in. Kaz Matsui 1 for 4 with a pair of runs scored. Todd Helton went 2 for 4, pair of singles, drove in a run. And for Cleveland, Travis Hafner 2 for 3, an RBI, pair of runs scored. Asdrubal Cabrera had a double. Ryan Garco 2 for 4 with a double, RBI, and a run scored. So that'll do it here for this first game of this What If World Series. Hopefully we'll stick around to see what would have happened if the Rockies had played the Cleveland Indians in the 2007 World Series. There'll be some adjustments to be made to the rosters. I'm trying to make this as accurate as possible, as best I can. But so far, after this first game, what a phenomenal showing by both these teams. Already showing a little bit better than the Rockies did in 2007 against the Red Sox. So stick around. We'll see you next time here for this Purple Row simulation. And again, we'll remind you that not affiliated with Major League Baseball, the Colorado Rockies, or MLB The Show. We appreciate all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm Skyler Timmins here, calling the balls and strikes in action as I see it. And stick around. We'll see you next time for Game 2 of this simulated 2007 What If World Series.